Hi, my name is Alex Thompson, and I'm 28 years old. Right now, I'm sitting on the edge of my bed in this cramped one-bedroom in Wrigleyville, Chicago, staring at my phone screen like it's personally betrayed me. It's a Tuesday morning in early April, rain tapping against the window like it's trying to get my attention, and my thumb is frozen mid-scroll. The Instagram post from my brother Jake popped up in my feed 30 seconds ago. Grateful doesn't even cover it. VP promotion party last night was unreal. Mom and dad went all out. Couldn't ask for better people in my corner. Hashtag TechNova, hashtag family first, hashtag level up. I tap the first photo and it fills the screen. Jake in a sharp navy suit, arms raised like he just scored the winning touchdown, champagne flute in one hand. Behind him, a loft with exposed brick, string lights, a long table covered in catered trays, mini sliders, charcuterie boards, those fancy macarons everyone pretends to like. Mom's laughing in the background, Dad's got his arm around Jake's shoulders, proud dad grin dialed to 11. Cousins, aunts, uncles, even old neighbors from Oak Park. The whole damn extended family is there, smiling, toasting, celebrating. Except me. Not one picture includes me, not even in the group shots where they crammed 30 people together. I zoom in, scan faces again, hoping maybe I got cropped out by accident. Nope, I'm not there. I wasn't invited. I wasn't even mentioned. My stomach drops like I missed a step on stairs. I feel heat crawl up my neck. This isn't some small oversight. This is deliberate. Jake's promotion to vice president at TechNova isn't just a job title, it's the golden ticket in our family, the thing they've been waiting for since he graduated Northwestern magna cum laude while I was still grinding through community college night classes to finish my computer science degree. I set the phone down carefully, like it's made of glass, and walk to the kitchen. Pour coffee I don't want anymore. The mug is warm in my hands, but everything else feels cold. Last week, Mom called to ask if I was free this past weekend. I said yeah, thinking maybe dinner or something low-key. She said great, just checking, then changed the subject to how busy Dad is with his consulting gigs. Now I get it. She was making sure I wouldn't show up and ruin the vibe. I pick the phone back up and text her. Hey, Mom, saw Jake's post. Promotion party looked fun. Guess I missed the invite? 3 dots appear, disappear, appear again. Finally, oh, sweetie, it was super last minute, just his work friends and close family. Didn't want to make you drive all the way out on a Friday night after your long week. Close family. Right. I don't reply. Instead, I open my laptop, pull up my calendar, and stare at the blank spots where family events used to live. The last time I was invited to anything big was Thanksgiving 2 years ago, and even then the conversation revolved around Jake's internship at Google, Jake's startup idea that got seed funding, Jake's everything. Me? I build apps, indie stuff mostly, mobile games that go viral for a month, productivity tools for small businesses, a couple fitness trackers that hit decent download numbers. Last year, one of my side projects, a habit-building app called Momentum, got acquired for low 6 figures. Not life-changing money, but enough to pay off my student loans and put a down payment on this apartment. I told the family at Christmas. Dad said, "That's nice, kiddo, but when are you getting a real job with benefits?" Jake laughed and said, "Yeah, sis, come work at TechNova. We need good coders." I smiled through it. Always do. But today, something snaps. I open a blank Google Doc and start typing. Indie App Dev Workshops, Chicago. Learn to build real products, not just follow tutorials. No gatekeeping, no corporate fluff. Hands-on coding, pitching, launching. First session, April 25th, Logan Square co-working space. $99 early bird. I attach a quick Canva flyer I slap together in 10 minutes, black background, neon green code brackets, my face in the corner looking determined. Post it to LinkedIn, Twitter, 3 Chicago Tech Facebook groups, Reddit/Chicago, and Reddit/Learn Programming. Within an hour, I have 7 signups. By evening, 23.
I stare at the numbers and feel something shift in my chest. Not revenge exactly, not yet, just possibility. The first workshop is chaos in the best way. The venue is a converted warehouse in Logan Square with mismatched chairs, a projector that flickers, and a bar that serves local IPAs. 32 people show up, more than I expected. College kids, career switchers in their 30s, a couple laid-off devs from big firms, even a high school senior whose parents think coding is a phase. I stand at the front in jeans and my favorite Code Like a Mother hoodie, palms sweaty. "All right," I say, voice steadier than I feel. "No slides, no bullshit. We're building a minimum viable product tonight, a simple task manager app. By the end, you will have something that lives on your phone. Questions before we start?" A hand shoots up. "Do we need prior experience?" "Nope. If you can Google an error message, you're qualified." Laughter ripples through the room. We dive in. I walk them through React Native setup, state management, basic navigation. When someone hits a wall, I crouch next to their laptop, debug live, explain without dumbing down. Bugs get fixed, features get added. By 10 o'clock, half the room has a working prototype pushed to their GitHub. A woman in her late 20s, Maria, comes up afterward. "This was the best 3 hours I've spent learning code, ever. When's the next one?" 2 weeks, I tell her, and I'm thinking of making it a series. She signs up on the spot for the next 3. Word spreads fast in Chicago's tech scene. The second workshop sells out in 48 hours. Third one, too. I upgrade venues, rent a bigger space in the West Loop with better Wi-Fi and actual tables instead of folding chairs. Reviews start popping up on Eventbrite and Meetup. Alex is the real deal. No ego, just straight knowledge. Finally, someone teaching indie skills instead of FANG interview prep. Best $99 I ever spent. I start getting DMs from venture capitalists. One from a small seed fund in River North asks if I'd be interested in turning the workshops into a structured accelerator program. Another wants to sponsor the next event. I'm buzzing. Then the family interference begins. It's subtle at first. Sunday dinner at Mom and Dad's house in Oak Park. Pot roast, mashed potatoes, the good china. Jake's there, in his new company polo, still riding the promotion high. Conversation is the usual, his Q1 numbers, his new direct reports, his fantasy football league. I wait for a lull and say casually, "So I've been running these coding workshops. Third one sold out in a day. Thinking about going bigger, maybe online courses too." Dad nods politely. "That's nice, Alex. Side hustle keeping you busy?" "It's not a side hustle. It's my business." Mom smiles that tight smile she saves for when she thinks I'm being difficult. "We're proud of you, honey, but Jake's doing such big things at Technova, real corporate ladder stuff." Jake weans back. "You should come in for an interview, sis. We need front-end devs. Better pay than whatever you're scraping together." I feel my jaw tighten. I'm good. My last project sold for 6 figures. I'm scraping together just fine. Silence at the table. Dad clears his throat. "No need to get defensive." I'm not defensive, just stating facts. The rest of dinner is awkward small talk. I leave early. 2 days later, I get an email from a local startup incubator that was supposed to host my 4th workshop. "Unfortunately, we've had to cancel due to scheduling conflicts. Best of luck." I call the director. She sounds uncomfortable. "Look, Alex, someone from Technova reached out, said your workshops might be poaching talent they want to recruit. They sponsor a lot of our events. I'm sorry." Poaching? I hang up furious. That night, I post a raw video on Instagram and went in. "Hey everyone, real talk. Running these workshops has been incredible. Seeing people go from zero to shipping code is the best feeling. But I've hit some roadblocks lately. Big companies don't like when you teach people how to build without them. They don't like independence. They want dependence. So if you're seeing fewer events from me, that's why. But I'm not stopping. Next one's still happening, bigger venue, more seats. Who's coming?" The post gets thousands of views. Comments flood in. "Keep going, Alex." Corporate gatekeeping is real. Chicago needs more people like you. Signups triple overnight. I find a new space, a converted loft in Fulton Market with skyline views. Capacity, 80. I add guest speakers, a woman who bootstrapped a SaaS product to 7 figures, a former Googler who quit to go indie, an angel investor who loves underdogs. The night of the event, the room is electric. People spill into the hallway. I spot a reporter from Crane's Chicago business taking notes. Afterward, the investor from earlier pulls me aside. We want to talk term sheet. Ed tech platform built around your curriculum. 600,000 seed. You in? I almost laugh out of disbelief. Yeah, I'm in. Thanksgiving arrives. I go home because skipping would start World War III. Turkey is carved, wine is poured. Jake's talking about his holiday bonus projections. Mom mentions how proud she is of both my kids, but her eyes stay on him. Then Dad says it. Alex, we've been hearing things. Your workshops are causing some tension. Jake's company thinks you're bad-mouthing corporate life, making it harder for them to recruit. I set my fork down. I'm not bad-mouthing anyone. I'm showing people there's more than one path. Mom sighs. Honey, it's dividing the family. Jake feels like you're competing with him. Jake shrugs. Not competing, just different visions. I look around the table. Aunts, uncles, cousins, all watching like it's reality TV. You know what? I say quietly. I've spent 28 years trying to fit into your version of success. I'm done. Mom's eyes widen. Alex? No, I'm not yelling. I'm stating a fact. You threw a party for Jake's promotion and didn't invite me. You call my work a hobby. You let his company pressure venues to drop me. If that's family, I need space. I stand up, grab my coat. Dad says you're overreacting. Maybe, but I'm not coming back until you figure out I'm a person, not Jake's shadow. I walk out. The drive back to the city is quiet, except for the rain on the windshield. I don't cry. I feel clear. Christmas, I host my own thing. I rent the same Fulton Market loft, invite every past workshop attendee who wants to come. We do a white elephant gift exchange with tech gadgets, order deep dish from Pequod, play lo-fi beats, and demo side projects on the big screen. 80 people show up. Laughter echoes off the brick walls. No judgment, no comparisons. Maria from the first class brings her new app. She built it after my workshop. It already has 10,000 downloads. A guy named Raj pulls me aside. Thanks for believing people can do this without a fancy degree or big company on their resume. I swallow hard. Thanks for showing up. Later, my phone buzzes. Mom, we miss you. Come home? I stare at the message for a long time, then type, I miss parts of you too, but I like who I'm becoming out here. Maybe one day you'll see it. I hit send. New Year's Eve, I signed the term sheet. $600,000, my own platform, courses, live sessions, mentorship, community forums, the works. Launch day 6 months later, 10,000 signups in the first week. Cranes runs a front page story. Chicago's indie coding queen takes on big tech. Jake texts me. Read the article. Congrats, sis. Seriously. I reply, thanks. Beers sometime? Yeah, neutral ground. We meet at a dive bar in Lincoln Park 2 weeks later. No suits, no parents. Just 2 siblings and cold IPAs. He says, I didn't realize how much pressure Mom and Dad put on both of us. Different kinds, but still pressure. I nod. I know. I'm proud of you, Alex, for real. Same. We clink glasses. It's not perfect. Family dinners are still tense sometimes. Mom still slips and calls my work a hobby. Dad still asks when I'm getting real benefits. But they show up to my launch party. They sit in the back watching me on stage talking about building something real. Mom cries a little when I thank the room for believing in indie paths. Dad shakes hands with my investors. It's small, it's late, but it's something. And me? I'm no longer in anyone's shadow. I'm standing in my own light, bright, unapologetic, and finally, free.